All right, everybody, welcome to the finals. I understand that we have two teams that have never been in the finals before, which is very exciting. So congratulations to both of you, and good luck. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Tony McDebeau from the Hartshells, the Star-Spangled Banner. Welcome back to Little Fenway. Will Sleeper with a extra inning home run for the Boston Terriers. Walk-off bomb. They overcome a early 5-run deficit to advance to the title game the first time ever against the Buckners. Also first time for the prize for Rob Young and his Buckners squad. Good afternoon, wiffle ball fans. The championship game live here from Little Fenway on PAC Network of the 2016 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Tournament. And we've had some exciting games here this weekend. And semifinal games, most of the quarterfinal games have been very close seesaw battles. More lead changes than the Cavs and Golden State in the NBA Finals. Boston Terriers, Buckners the 3rd seed. They are the home team, the higher seed. Boston Terriers are the 5th. 10th year for the Terriers in the tournament, first time to the title game. Buckners' first trip was in 2004, so 12th tournament for Rob Young and his Buckners. And good luck to both teams. Fresh name on the rock this year. And Dave Smallwood contribution. Will Sleeper to lead it off. Back-to-back at bats. Oh, and the ball rolls foul. Ryan Young, the catcher for Buckners. Big sigh of relief as that one rolled foul. Dan French on the mound. He's carried the mail through the tournament. And another strike on a spinner will go foul as well. About an hour and 20 minutes late, but after the weather yesterday, we have not missed a beat this year. We're late because of competition today. Extra inning games. Strike 3 called. Frenchie goes with the Meadowlark Lemon type motion for his first strikeout of the game. Dave Lowborough, the batter, and he hits it to left field and will reach on the base hit. Lowborough, Middlebury College. Paul Falvey now for the Terriers, another Middlebury College former hockey player. Chris Sleeper, of course, from Trinity College, national champs in 2015. Pair of Trinity College players in the championship game. Nick Benedetto in left field, or beg your pardon, in center field. Trinity plays baseball for Trinity College, and of course, Will Sleeper, men's hockey player. Two Bantams and two Panthers. Little Nescac flavor. Spoke to Nick before the game. Looks a lot different than back in the Essex baseball season, where he had the Johnny Damon type haircut, or lack of haircut. So Laubero on the hit. Falvey strikes out, second K for French. Max Gustafson at the plate. Max with a big home run in the quarterfinals. Both times the Terriers came from behind, quarterfinals and semifinals. At the knees, French count now 1-2. Swing and a miss for strike three. So he strikes out the side with a hit in between. We go no score for the Terriers, and they're after the first, and nothing across. Nothing across for the Terriers. Buckners will bat in their half of the first. Thanks for joining us on PAC Network, official home of the 2016 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Tournament. And Eric Schweer will lead it off, third base for Buckners, batting left-handed in honor of Tommy Long. The former Staten Island Yankees player that left us far too soon.
So, Bose, I know I've been helping you out here, or actually, I haven't really been much help at all. But
oh, you've been a huge help. Oh, this one to third. Safe at first base on the base hit, Adam.
But I think I'm going to leave this one to the pros and monitor the audio right there. We had the PA audio too hot for that first inning, you know. So I think I'll stick to production. You stick to what you do best.
If I wave the arm, it was a short night and a lot of games here and a lot of voice expended.
If I have any particularly brilliant comments, I'll just chime in. Yeah. But I think
feel free to do so.
Go back to the truck.
Got Dave Smallwood editorial help as well here. Send it back to the truck, of course. I know I spoke to Nick DiBenedetto between games. He says his dad's been watching in either in Florida or at Fenway, Big Fenway, watching the game. So shout out to the DiBenedettos wherever you are. Schwerer reached on the single. Here's Matt Hayes. Matt Hayes, right fielder. Solid defensively and good hitter for Buckners. Wraps this one past second. They don't get the force. And Hayes picks up the base hit. Back-to-back hits for the Buckners. 2 aboard, no outs for Dan French. Second title game appearance in 4 years for French. Title game the first time for the Crusaders. Tournament MVP in 2013. That was his free agent year. Signed with the Buckners and within the last 2 years. Beautiful weather here. One of the first times we can say that. Nice cool breeze, really not affecting the play at all. French hits this one. Foul. Rolled foul for strike 2. 1-2. Will Sleeper on the mound. Short bench for the Terriers, just 9 players. And he gets French swinging. There's that respect and sportsmanship they have for each other. John Riggs now first baseman. Had a big home run in the semifinal win over Hot Dam. Buckners themselves came from behind in that game. Rob Young, manager of Buckners, coaches Brooks Barber at first. Kevin Barber, call him Brooks, played third base for a long time. And Carney Daniels at third. There's Rob Young, as you can see, on the board of directors, corporate sponsorship for this tournament. Done a great job. Popped up around the circle, both sleeper and the catcher come after it. Schweer tagging at second. No play. I believe that's Laubero, the catcher. This one's wrapped to first. They'll get the sure out there. First two runners will move up. What we call get one here at Little Fenway. This one's hit wide of third at the plate. Ethan Blum. This one's hit wide again for the second strike. This one's hit to third, the play at first, in time for the out, and Sleeper pitches out of it. Couple runners left on base. We go to the second, still scoreless here at Little Fenway. I'd like to thank quickly some of our sponsors, of course, for their generosity. Tournament partners Stanley Black & Decker and Positive Tracks. 25,000 plus they've donated to the tournament. Our Hall of Fame sponsors, JetBlue Airways, Pratt & Whitney, and Exo Bionics, a Grand Slam sponsor as well. Home run sponsors, Benjamin Moore, Dunkin' Donuts, Merrill Lynch, New England Federal Credit Union, and Student Transportation of America, up here known as in Vermont as Mountain Transit. Joe Kelly, the catcher, at the plate. French on the mound. Kelly nubs this one toward left. Schweer there. Those are not sunglasses on Eric Schweer's cap. They are a GoPro camera. I wonder if anybody ever watches that stuff. Henry Gloss, now third base for the Terriers, steps in. Takes a strike from French. French got the good curveball. Pitches from a lot of different angles, including that one from down under. A.J. Bugby at third, creeps in on the grass. At short is Jeff Sutherland. He's in on the grass. 1-2. This one's hit to left. They throw to first. Sometimes a wasted throw, but Schweer coming off the bag to catch it is Matt Roy, first base. Now here's the catcher, Liam Duggan. Actually, he's the catcher. Sorry, Kelly is not. In error. Swing and miss, 1-1. Buckner's 6-4 win over Hot Dam to get here in the semifinals after a thrilling 7-6 win over Sports Central in the quarters. Buckners without a defeat in the tournament. Same with Terriers as well. 3-0 in division play. Terriers 9-8 in 9 innings, I believe. 9 extra innings. In the semifinals down at Little Wrigley over Staten Island. Once again, the top seed fails to make the championship game. Swung on and missed. Low pitch there. French gets gloss. 4th K for him. Ben Niles at the plate. Takes a strike. Strike 1. Championship game intensity here. Awful quiet here. A lot on the line. Actually, just championship on the line. Everybody's had a lot of fun, and both teams, to their credit, reaching the title game for the first time. Are disappointed at a loss probably till they get to Joe's Snack Bar down the road, and then they realize they had a great tournament. Swung on and missed by Niles, and that is the 5th strikeout for French. Middle of the 2nd, no score. Buckners will send up Bloom, Bugby, Young, and Sutherland. Little Yankee Stadium. Actually, Matt Hayes ran up to Little Yankee. This one's hit to left field for a hit. Hustling down there, Bugby. 3rd hit for Buckners. Ryan Young, been a home run hero here twice. Last night in Buckners division play, walk-off homer in the 8th inning to win a game. Had a big pad run on a solo homer in the quarterfinals, win over Hot Dam. Or semifinal win over Hot Dam. Young, 2nd generation Buckners. So his dad, Rob. Sleepers, 2 generations as well. Will, the youngest. Chris, his older brother, really started the team. His dad helped a lot as well. Chris, though, creative fundraising. Turned the team over to his brother. Ooh, swinging at the 58-footer there. Fooled him for the strikeout. Jeff Sutherland at the plate. Nick Benedetto to follow. One and one, sleeper deals. This one's hit toward 3rd and will stay fair for a base hit. Back-to-backs, or it's 2 singles this inning with a sandwiching a strikeout. Here's Nick Benedetto at the plate. Another one hit to 3rd. They try to get the force there, and they do. Nice play by the shortstop. 5-6 on the putout. Reed McLeod slid over. Really nice play. They got out of the runner. So 1st and 2nd still. DiBenedetto reaches on the fielder's choice. Sutherland moves to 2nd. Matt Roy hits it to 1st, and he's safe there, coming home. They got him heading into the home plate area. Gutsy base running for the Buckners. You got to take chances, especially early in the game, plays like that. The throw from first knocks him down, literally. Buckner's 3 hits. Buckner's 3 hits, but leave a couple. Number 9 hitter Reed McLeod at the plate, shortstop for the Terriers. Three and 0. McLeod ahead in the count. There's a strike. Count runs full after French fell behind 3-0. Fouled at the plate again, it'll stay full. After the tarps have been on a lot this weekend, it's awful dry in the home plate area. Swung on a miss, strike 3. McLeod strikes out, that's 6 Ks for French. Will Sleepers walk-off homer sent the Terriers to the championship game for the first time. Comeback win over Staten Island in the semifinals. French delivers, floater there, Sleeper chases. Strike 1, 1-1. Popped in the circle, Young can't get it on a hop, it lands in front of him. Not enough air there, low fly ball, or low foul pop. Ryan, going into his junior year at Essex, very good baseball player, came to the VBCA showcase, dug through the pile of t-shirts, so he had number 24 as his ID number. Gotta like that. A little smack talk from the bench by manager Rob Young. Gentle. This one's hit off the third baseman Bugby, and Sleeper will reach with the base hit. Lowborough now the second baseman at the plate. Takes one outside, or strike 1. Outside corner, thanks Dave. It's outside like that one, which is a ball. Just saying. This one's hit well. Oh, and Schwer with a play. They throw to first. Sleeper back. John Riggs, great hands at first. Lowborough, JV hockey player along with Will Reeve at Middlebury, played a little bit for the varsity for Bill Beanie. As Dave Smallwood mentions, helps out at the Riley Hockey Camp in the summer hockey hotbed of Nantucket. Speaking of Middlebury hockey, here's PJ Falvey. Paul Falvey skates for the Middlebury Panthers until graduation this year. Kind of fadeaway there, and he will reach as Riggs at first, couldn't get the handle. And here's Max Gustafson. Gustafson, the big home run, turned the game around against the Blue Bulls. Terriers won that one 4-1. Well, the high-scoring Blue Bulls had just won. Yeah, he's playing with it's like a broken bone in his wrist, cast there. Gustafson made a couple outstanding plays in left field as well. Center field, swung on and missed, so Falvey reached on a single as well as Sleeper. They leave two, another strikeout for French. And there's the play here where they ended last inning, and the throw hits him. He never touched the plate either because he jumped through it. Volunteers being recognized here at Little Fenway. Tim Gendron thanking the volunteers. And as he mentioned, it takes a community here. We're all family, and really tip of the hat. It was anybody who's grabbed a rake, pulled a tarp, or squeegeed off a field. It's been an effort to keep things going. We lost just 2 games, and 2 games postponed all weekend long. And most importantly, we've raised $604,150 to the Travis Roy Foundation. 604,150. We're counting the 150 from the 3 challenges to go over the 4 million mark in the 15 years of the tournament. This one's hit well into the corner. Matt Hayes, tremendous defensively. Getting my MVP ballot ready here. Want me to hold on to this, Pat? We can just keep it here. Yeah. It's a rolling list. We take donations for the Travis Roy Foundation for everything except the most valuable player. That's something we earn. French now draws the 1-out walk. As Hayes moves down. A lot of tension here, Championship Sunday. This one's popped up. Sleeper, who fields his position well. Jim Carter, thanks to Skip. Much more mobile this year. We like that. experimental medicine for that infection. This one's hit toward third, foul, even though it was kicked fair, foul. Count now 3-2, 2 outs, 2 aboard. I don't think there's 2 outs. There's 2 outs on the scoreboard. Is there 2 outs? Oh, Matt Roy was up there. Another strikeout for Sleeper. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Will. No score through 3. Joe Kelly leads it off for the Terriers. Kelvis now. Joe Kelvis. Joe Kelly, Kelvis his nickname. Kelvis looking to leave the building, instead strikes out, or strike 2. It's starting to get really humid here. It's the no breeze. Kelly strikes out. First out of the inning. Strikeout number 8 for French through 3 1/3. Just 2 balls hit in the air for outs. This one's a base hit to left field. There, Harry Glaus. Liam Duggan now steps in. Catcher, lefty hitter. Called strike from Dan French. Swung on and missed for the second strike. At first base, Gloss, who singled. 1 down. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called at the knees, deemed by the home plate umpire. 9th strikeout of the game. Two outs, 1 on for Ben Niles. Newman, the nickname, as you can see on the back of his spiffy new Terriers jersey. Buckners with the classic jersey. Nothing's changed with the Buckners jersey, with that great logo. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Terriers leave a runner in the 4th. Not 10 Ks already for French. We go to the bottom of the 4th, no score. The uniform watch for this year's tournament, there's been some new ones. Mostly everybody's going for more comfort, though, with the tech type shirts cooler. The Teammate 14 came in with some great baseball looking uniforms and perhaps the best hats. Yes, one went for $100. Chad Drew said it was a bargain, too. Chad Drew, interesting conversation between games here while the other game was ending down below. He likes to collect celebrity autographs on wiffle balls. He's Nomar Garciaparra, a couple members of the Kings, Reggie Bush, who lives in Manhattan Beach, California. This one's hit well off the wall by A.J. Bugby for a base hit. He's 2 for 2. No breeze anymore. Thick air didn't help him. 5 o'clock calm, as they say on the lake, but we're close to the mountains than the lake. Ryan Young at the plate. Young's had some huge hits here throughout the weekend and been an excellent defensive catcher. Young base hit to left, moving to second Bugby. Buckners 2 aboard to start the inning. Jeff Sutherland now at the plate. This one's hit well, but not well enough. Enough to move the runner to third. Bugby, great base running. And behind him, they call him out. Go to the home plate. See if we got the replay here.
Rob Young is taking up a collection right now. One squishy cup is worth. He's got 35, 36. All right, the catch in hand. Captain Rob Young is backing his players 100%.
He's in. Wait for the cash. Already paid? Safe. I think he gave it to Smalley. So they move over on the pop-up to center field. Bugby is safe at third, and Ryan Young behind him moves to second for Nick DiBenedetto. Big spot here for Nick. Nick's played in championship games on this field before for Trinity College's Bantams team in the Breslow tournament, the Turn 2 tournament, I believe it's called, in the fall. Hopefully we'll have Craig back again at Little Fenway. So total funds raised now $604,200. Adam, challenges have been split too as far as overturned and confirmed. I think it's 2 each, at least in the tournament anyway. Count runs full to Nick DiBenedetto. There's first base open and 1 out. Got Trinity versus Trinity right here. Sleeper. This one's hit to left, and this will break the tie. Young, big turn, caught off a third, and he is out there. Took a big turn, but RBI single by Nick DiBenedetto. Drives in a run. DiBenedetto, good base running, moves to second. Bugby scores. Matt Roy The umpires are conferring here at third. Two down, runner on second. A.J. Bugby scores at home standing up after diving in before. Ryan Young knocked down a third. You know, Ryan was a little upset there, but tip of the hat to the Terriers defense. Kind of held the throw, waited for him to round the base, then nailed him. And Ryan, actually good base running, went for the turn, looked around, and he was a little too far off, barely off. Little nubber, sleeper who fields his position great, hauls it in for the out. So one on the board for Buckners in the fourth. Another pop up to the pitcher, Matt Roy, is 0 for 2. Most important number, oh, this one, leadoff hitter right away. Safe at first base. Reed McLeod leads off with a single. Great speed by the big guy for the Terriers. Will Sleeper, top of the order, good hitter here. Hit the walk-off homer to beat Staten Island in the 9th inning of the semifinals. And this one's off the foot, foul ball. This one fouled toward the bench. Swung on and missed. Big strikeout to get Sleeper for the first out. $11 Ks now for Dan French. In the same. This forced to second. Heck of a play by Bugby. Bugby can't get any dirtier than that. In fact, if we have a rain delay, we may dust off his shirt to dry out the field. Fielder's choice for Loughborough. He's on first. Paul Falvey, PJ Falvey at the plate. Another Middlebury alum. Two and one swung on and missed for strike two. Falvey in the hole. Falvey is struck out in the first, singled in the third. His 2 trips to the plate. It's a piece of this to stay alive. A lot of spin off of third. Stays at strike 2. Loughborough at first. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 12 strikeouts for French. Gives up a hit. Nothing across so for the Terriers. After 4.5, it's 1-0 Buckners.
And Bose, if you want to see what the Terriers are dealing with, check out this clip here. right through the leg.
How about that?
Look at that strike 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just filthy.
That's in the back of your mind if he doesn't do it too, right?
Oh,
yeah.
my.
But 12 Ks through 5 innings for Dan French. Chris Sleeper back on the mound, and leading off is Eric Schweer. Will Sleeper. I've called Chris Sleeper, or Will Sleeper Chris Sleeper all day, and Chris Sleeper Will Sleeper once today too. This one, knocked down at shortstop. McLeod with the catch for the first out. Matt Hayes comes to the plate. $604,200 raised, plus haven't tallied up the concessions and a few other donations. Hayes, this one off the foot of Sleeper, in time for the out. Score that one 1-4-3. 2 outs here in the 5th. And the $20 Dave Smallwood donated to talk Anthony Maurice. That's his stage name, too, with the curly hair. He's going on tour, right? When we had Travis on, Travis gave us all the lowdown on the hard shells. Just a little bit of raindrops. I might feel good out there. Some nods. Although not good for the cameras. Right over here, Kev. I think they're a little timeout on the field so they can protect their bench stuff. Rob. Bring the bat up here. Guys said it felt good. This one's popped up behind the mound. Sleeper fields his position again. Another put out for Will. 3 up, 3 down. French retired. We go to the 6th. Buckners lead it, a slim 1-0 lead. Suspended. We're like Gustafson wide of third for a foul ball. I think we've played through worse rain this weekend than this little pitter-patter. The shuttle leaves in 5 minutes beyond it. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for French. Gets Gustafson's for the 13th strikeout of the game. Carney Daniels looking for a Little Yankee Stadium. It's visiting Little Yankee Stadium. Joe Kelly with 1 out. French dealing another strike. Good hustle by Adam for the cover. I think the Baggies have been on top of the cameras more than the cameras have been exposed all weekend.
What a battle here, 1-0 in the top of the 6th.
How you doing? Good? Raining, so.
Oh, ropes. Oh, Bugby! The play at third. Stayed with it. Off the clay for the put out.
Unbelievable grab. That ball was by him when he caught it.
Harry Gloss.
Can I go to the car to get my stuff?
Nice play.
Like just my like.
Three up, three down here in the top of six.
I can open that.
This remains 1-0. Here we go. Bottom half of the sixth inning. John Riggs drills it to second base. Ball is loose and he hustles down the line. John Riggs showing some serious speed down that first baseline.
We knew he was a gazelle. What happened to our play-by-play?
Bose took off here, so I'll take over. Now we're in the bottom of the sixth. Buckner's looking for some insurance.
Runners at first and second now with nobody out. All right, quick announcement that the combined fundraising total for both the Buckners and the Terriers, impressive number for these two championship teams here, $24,263. Congratulations to both teams for a great fundraising effort.
Another challenge here.
We have, the walls are out.
He's out.
The money is flowing.
Out by a mile.
$24,293.
We're calling it 604,250. Why don't we just have a replay umpire sit behind us?
Here's the ball.
We're going to pass the hat for some gas money.
Foot's off. Foot's above the bag. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right, he is out. That was a good protest by the Boston Terriers. So 1 out. Runner
So
base now.
Riggs moves to second and 1 out as Bloom is retired on the putout.
Made that spectacular play to end the last half inning down at third base. Ripped out to the warning track in left field. Runners on the corners now with 1 out. The Buckners threatening. Ryan Young the batter.
Whoever wins, that's going to go.
Bose is doing some tournament business, so help out here. Ryan Young at the plate. Big spot here. 1 out. First and third. Buckner's threatening. Last of the sixth. 3 outs to go for a championship, but first they're trying to get some insurance here. Bose, take it away.
Thanks, Adam. Our MVP balloting going on. Tweet us your MVPs to hashtag TRF WIFFLE 16. Mention that to Pat that we're going on social media.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on the corners with 1 down here.
So Ryan Young, another big spot for him with 1 out. Little nubber, and they're going to give him the base hit. And good move there.
Ryan Young hustling down the line. Beats that out. Bases are now loaded with 1 out. Jeff Sutherland stands in for the Buckners.
So bases loaded, 1 out. Ooh, pop up in the circle. A heck of a play by the catcher, Liam Dugan. And he retires Sutherland on the pop up to the catcher. Now here's Nick DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto has singled in the lone run of the game back in the 5th. Beg your pardon, yes, thanks, Dave, the 4th. They have a 10-man lineup, so where I have my innings total on the top, I have the 10th guy. Yeah. I'm looking at the scorecard. Nick, off his foot foul, they got runners going. Never know.
Keep trying, Carney.
Sun now coming out, of course, maybe. This one's popped up in the circle again. Fair ball, runner coming home. Safe, second runner coming home. Bugby scores. Young to the plate. He scored. Oh, they call him out there. Ryan Young, they call him out. 2 runs in. 2 runs in. And the third out, but a base hit for D. Benedetto, about a 4-footer. And then they threw it away for the error. Ryan.
The wallets are running dry.
So D. Benedetto, we're going to give him a single Riggs RBI. RBI and Riggs. And then Bugby scored as well, so 2 runs in. That was on the error. They're running the option play here. Where are they going to spot the ball after this? Just kidding. He did touch the plate. I know.
The last view of the ball you have is right there, and then it hits him and bounces off this way.
Hits something, but he may have crossed the plate by that time.
He did touch the plate. Look, he did touch the plate, unlike some of these other guys jump and miss the plate.
He definitely touched it.
Yeah.
It's a ball in my hand. He was already there.
Yeah, that's the ball in his hand, yes.
No, this is my hand. That's the ball.
But it's also a committee.
Well, hold on. Talk to you guys. What did you guys see? What did you guys?
I saw it on the field.
Yeah, back there. You're.
Back here, yes, I'm in.
Whoa. Pat.
Because I would go with the video even though I had a live ball. You know, I was right over there. But they don't, we just use the video. We use the video first and then what's on the field.
I don't think it hits him. I think he's rolling over the plate.
Yeah. Okay. But it can't. Right. Good.
He's rolling over the plate.
You don't have to say why. You just give the call. No, you don't even say that. You don't say.
Play stands. Play stands. Stands are overruled. Yeah.
All right, 2 runs are known to be in. Question is whether the 3rd run scored or not. The play stands as called. So 3 runs are in.
Now, Boza, that was a questionable one, but earlier in the game, some fans might be wondering about a play that happened at third base was critical to the Buckners' first run.
Yes.
So if you look at that was clearly called right. He was originally called out, but if you look at this play here, you'll see the ball coming in. There's the ball coming into your frame, and he is clearly hugging the bag right there, and the ball hits him in the leg. Yeah. So that, if in case your fans were wondering earlier in the game if that 1 run was a legitimate run, it surely was.
It surely is. Bugby diving all over the place. They get 2 in the 6th, and it's last call for the tournament, last call for the Terriers, and Duggan reaches Ben Niles. Base runners are what the Terriers need, trailing 3-0. 604,270 now. That's what we know has been generated from us. And put out, John Riggs makes the catch at first. Niles retired. 2 outs away are the Buckners.
Terriers trying to get something going here in the top half of the 7th.
McLeod at the plate. Reed McLeod, he's singled in 2 trips. He's got 1 out. Dugan at first. Going to get something started here, or continue the line actually for the Terriers.
All right, ball 2 strikes. 1 down, runner at first base.
Some of the original Buckners, the coaching staff, Kevin Barber, Rob Young, and on the second strike, Ryan Young holds on. That's a strikeout, and that's number 15 for Dan French. Here's Will Sleeper. 1 out away are the Buckners. Sleeper's come up with some clutch hits in this tournament. Got French on the mound. Awful quiet here, Little Fenway. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Tension. The 0-2 coming from French. Down low for ball 1. Sleeper lays off. The 1-2 from Dan French. Wrapped foul of the bench. If we can get a shot at him of A.J. Bugby at third base. Look at him over there. The 1-2 pitch down low for ball 2. Okay, we'll check the championship if they do clinch it right here first. French delivers. Outside for ball 3. And there's A.J. Bugby playing third base for the Buckners. That just shows you the intensity in the playoffs here, right there. The payoff pitch. Bounces for ball 4. So tying run coming to the plate. They walk the leadoff hitter, dangerous Will Sleeper. Dave Lowborough at the plate. Singled in 3 trips. Quick strike. Strike 1. 15 Ks so far for French. 2 down here in the inning. Skips it in there. 21st out, the hardest to get. Swung on and missed. Lowborough looked good coming in and went for the tie right there. Now 1 and 2 again, 1 strike away are the Buckners once again. The 1-2 down low, 2 and 2. Lowborough at the plate, Sleeper at first, Dugan at second. The underhand pitch comes underneath with the Australian sinker. He fouls it off. That'll be 50 miles an hour in and 80 miles an hour out if he doesn't watch it on the replay. The 2-2 again. Fouled again at the plate. Once again, French deliberately. 2-2. Down low, the count runs full again with 2 outs. Lowborough resets in the box. The payoff pitch from French. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So Rob Young will head to the mound for a chat with his pitcher, Dan French. Single and 2 walks this inning. Pop up and a strikeout. PJ Falvey, Paul Falvey at the plate. Single, 2 trips. Hits this one to center. A base hit. 1 run in. 2nd run to the plate. Safe there. Runners will move up. And Falvey with a 2-run single. Moved up on the 2nd. They're going to call it a double. Anyway, 2 runs batted in for Falvey, the Middlebury College hockey player, and it's up to Max Gustafson. So fouled, you never know. Bugby keeps it in play. Count goes to 1-1. Dan French delivers the 1-1 pitch, hit toward the plate, and that only play is no play. Base hit for Gustafson. Gustafson, first hit of the day. Base is now still loaded. Falvey and Loughborough stay. And here's Joe Kelly. 3-2 ball game now. Kelly, the 0-1. Ooh, just missed inside for ball 1. 1-1. French delivers the 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, so he's ahead of the count again. A little more life from the Buckners, like that from Carney Daniels, getting his team going in the field. A little more life here at Little Fenway, too. Now 1-2 from French. Fouled. Oh, Kelly protects the plate and taps that foul. French, the 1-2, long look in. Oh, swung and a miss, strike 3. He went with the Australian slider and strikes out Kelly. His 16th strikeout of the game, and the Buckners hold off the Terriers to win their first ever championship, defeating the runner-up Boston Terriers 3-2. We will stick around for the awards ceremony, maybe have a guest.
And we'd like to say that the best weekend of the year has won out on the Lord's forecast of the year.
Tournament 1, weather nothing. Absolutely, from Bill Livingstone. The Buckners win the title. We'll try to get Rob Young real quick. So the Buckners cap the championship run as we get ready for the final ceremony. We'll have the most valuable player. Most importantly, the money count. $604,400 plus with all the challenges here on the replay, Adam, and Great championship run. 2 first-time championship appearances for the Terriers and the Buckners. In the Essex Junction-based Buckners now will have their name etched on the rock before next year's tournament. I'll try to get Rob Young over here real quick. Ryan. Rob. Well, we'll maybe scratch the post-game interview. They're excited out there. Last thing we knew, Rob Young has a lot to say out during the year, and that's fine for him. See if we can get him over here. I think there's a presentation going. We'll wait for the awards presentation. Turn it over to Bill Livingstone and a field mic, Adam. Do that. Once again, Buckners hold off the Terriers for first ever championship win at 3-2. And we'll turn it over the field. Oh, camera. And we'll see the final out again. The Australian sinker swung on and missed. Took something off it too as well, and gets the big strikeout. We got Rob Young here. Rob Young, the founder, owner, CEO. Rob Young, the founder, owner, CEO of the Buckners, also a member of this tournament committee. And finally, you pull off the big one. Is it the key move was taking yourself out of the lineup? I think.
For
So,
sure. With the age comes a lack of bat speed, and it was time to recognize that it was time to move on.
and we talk about this all the time. We talk about this all the time. The second generation of this tournament makes a big difference, and your son, among others, did a great job.
But the real reason behind that is we're getting these next generation to figure it out.
Yes.
To grow their perspective.
Not just on the field.
Develop their compassion for other people and learn how to fundraise in their community. That's what this is about.
I think you're needed on the field for a couple presentations. Thanks very much, Rob.
Oh,
we'll have a cold one up at the garage after. All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Rob Young of the Buckners.
And now I'm going to turn it over to Pat.
One of the all-time good guys of this tournament.
Thank you, Sue. Great weekend. Best weekend of the year for sure. First time since '04, I think a Vermont-based team has won this tournament. Congratulations. Both teams. Great sportsmanship, tremendous competition, a lot of drama. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to present the Most Valuable Player Award for the 2016 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball Tournament. Can we see that snow angel one more time? And the winner of the MVP trophy is Ryan Young from the Buckners. And Travis to wrap up the tournament.
Well, we're going to give out some more hardware, but before we do that, just a big thank you to everybody. So many people have been thanked, and just can't wait to be back here in 362 days, I guess, or 3 days, whatever it is. But to the committee, to Pat, to Sue, to everybody that has been a part of this, it is special. I cannot believe we continue to do what we do here every year. So let's and again, the Terriers, they've been here for a long time. First playoff win, and there's no doubt they'll be back. But I'll leave it at that. But again, thanks so much.
Thank you, Travis. Now the Buckners can come up and receive their championship trophies.
Wrap it up here. Really tip of the hat to the Boston Terriers for a heck of a job. Chris Sleeper, Will Sleeper, the whole Sleeper family and the rest of the guys. To get to the championship game is hard, and these guys have been on the brink about 5 times. And finally they broke through. Nothing wrong with being the runner-up of this tournament. And tip of the hat to Will Sleeper and the rest of the Terriers. But the Buckners, they pulled it off. They held on. And Dan French used the Australian sinker to strike out a very good hitter, Joe Kelly, for the victory. One more time, we'll take a look at that. That's the play of the tournament right there. Tournament MVP Ryan Young behind the plate. Ryan with some huge hits early in the clutch hits throughout the tournament. Tournament MVP. This, as Rob and I said, it's the second generation of this tournament. Next generation of this tournament is key, and Ryan Young really epitomized that as well. So we'll let the sound roll out. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for donating everything here. $605,000 to push us over the $4 million mark in 15 years of the tournament. $615,000. Thanks, Tim. We're well over $4 million in 15 years now in the tournament. We'll let the video roll out with the trophy being presented to the Buckners. And once again, thanks for joining us here on Pack Network. Thanks, Adam, for hanging in all weekend, running for the cameras, putting the plastic on them, pulling everything in and out. We got them all in, and the weatherman can't beat us. Once again, thanks for joining us here from Little Fenway. The Buckners are your 2016 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffle Ball champions.